I'm the Marketing Director at Toma Health. I also fill the hat as the ex officio member for the Toma Health Community Foundation. As we also remind people that the foundation is a separate organization from the hospital, Toma Health. Its mission is to help support wellness and initiatives for groups in Monroe County. And today we're happy to promote one of those groups that surely helps out health and wellness in the Toma area. Today we're going to be donating $3,000 to Recreation Station for their activities here. And Brian Urshley is our foundation president. Also next to Brian is Jeremy Haldeman. Jeremy is our vice president. Also, we're honored to have today from Recreation Station. He's also the Parks and Recreation Director for the City of Toma, Joe Protz. And then the Recreation Station, I guess, assistant or programming coordinator, Jen Adler is with us today as well. So, Brian, maybe just a quick comment about how the foundation gets to help support initiatives like this in Toma.
It's through the generosity of the local people of Toma and community that provide us with the charity and the givings to great people. It's always a pleasure. It's my favorite job, for sure.
Hey, Joe, if you don't mind, would you mind just sharing a little bit about Recreation Station and or Jen to tell first about Joe? How will the $30,000 be used, Joe, to help support Recreation Station?
Yeah, we certainly appreciate the generous donation. Recreation Station are about our second full year of up and running here, and as you can see from the last time you were here, that we've added a lot more stuff, and it's through donations like this. This donation will be used to get us some more STEM materials and activities for children ages 6 months to 4 or 5 years old, and expand our programming here at Recreation Station. Jen Adler, our Recreation Station programmer here, has done a wonderful job of being creative and adding new activities, events, and this will help her get materials and stuff to continue to add programming here at the rec station.
So if you're not familiar, STEM stands for Science, Technology, Engineering, and Math.
Excellent.
And maybe, Jen, you could talk a little bit about why do you think so many people use Recreation Station, and what are your hours here at the facility?
I think that many people in the community are looking for safe places for their children, places where they can be creative, active, learn new things, and also the families that come here make connections with each other. Many people plan their times to come here. They become friends, and it's really grown into a fabulous community here. The materials that we'll be purchasing and utilizing from the Toma Health Foundation are STEM based for the most part. We feel that anytime we can incorporate some type of learning opportunities for the children, it's going to benefit everyone. And so we're also planning to bring in some special events. We have a bubble connection person who's coming. She will go through the science of bubbles, and the children will be able to experiment with bubbles, make bubbles. We'll have different activities surrounding that. And then we also have a group coming in called Zoozort. It would not be possible to bring them if we didn't have this donation. They'll come in with interesting exotic animals. Children will be able to interact with them and learn about them. So we're just always looking for ways to expand and provide more opportunities.
And how do people find out about Recreation Station, like when you're open and when the fun activities actually take place?
Sure. Most of our PR is through Facebook and through our Toma City of Toma webpage. Also word of mouth. We send flyers to different schools. Many children come on Wednesday afternoons when Toma schools get out early, so that's been a really great opportunity. Right now we're open Tuesday morning and afternoon, Wednesday morning and afternoon, and Thursday afternoon. Soon we'll be starting a Friday morning group just to provide more scheduling opportunities for families.
Well, thank you very much for explaining the program. Joe, thanks for being a great host today, and Jeremy and Brian for helping to support the foundation and being here for the donation. I'll just throw one item in here. If there are groups that are looking for support that based on health and wellness initiatives in Monroe County, you can surely reach out to me at Toma Health, and you can find my contact at tomahealth.org. Thank you very much, everybody. Yep.
So on this portion of the update, we're down here at the recreation station at 316 Arthur Street. With check presentation from the Toma Health Foundation to the recreation station. We hope you enjoyed it. If you have not checked out the recreation station on Arthur Street, check it out. It's a very unique place. Check it out if you have an opportunity. Again, you'll be looking at a check presentation from April 15th from the Toma Health Foundation at Recreation Station 316 Arthur Street in Toma. We hope you enjoyed it here on the update. As the update continues down at Recreation Park on Saturday, April 18th, talking with Gwen Nelson. Gwen, it's a program called Sleep in Heavenly Peace. You've been a part of it for many, many years. For our viewers not familiar with this, give us a little background on Sleep in Heavenly Peace.
Sleep in Heavenly Peace started about 2016. A guy decided to make a bed for, go ahead dear, for a child in his church, and it just kind of blew up from there. We're international now because we do have some beds that do go into Canada. This weekend seems to be the weekend to do it. There's been a big bed build out in North Carolina where they're hoping to make 8,000 beds to be distributed to different areas of North Carolina and South Carolina. There's also one going on in La Crosse today, so it must be the weekend to do bed build. It's a great weekend. It's a little chilly, but it's okay.
It's a program for people and families that don't have beds, and I guess we're in a world, Gwen, where we assume everybody has a bed, but that's not the case, is it?
For sure not great. We've been delivered over 400 beds in Monroe County in the last 4 years, and we did a few more before that. But it's amazing to see kids sleeping on the floor, just in chairs, whatever. We had one place where 2 people were sleeping on a cot. That didn't work for me, so we got beds to them. So it's really amazing the number of people that need beds in our communities around Monroe County.
Gwen, if this is a typical Saturday, how many beds do you hope to make today if this is a typical Saturday?
We always shoot for 40 to 45 beds when we do it because we do it twice a year. So that's almost 100 beds a year. So it's great. And kids from 3 to 17 are eligible to receive the beds. In addition to the bed, they get a brand new mattress, which is a great mattress. They get a handmade quilt. They get new sheets and a pillow. So the whole deal is set. And when they apply on shpbeds.org, we talk to them, make arrangements to get the bed there, haul it there, and put it together for them.
So if somebody's looking in and knows a family that certainly could use beds, do they go through you, Gwen? Who do they go through?
They go to shpbeds.org, and that will take them to the website, and they just scroll down and apply down there.
Take me back to day one, Gwen. Why did you get involved with this? When you say I want to be a part of this, take me back to day one on that.
Well, you know, Ray, it was just kind of amazing, and I'm like probably most everybody else. I didn't realize the number of kids that did not have beds, that were sleeping on just undesirable areas. And you know, you need to get a good night's sleep to do well in school. They need good food, they need a good night's sleep, and they need a positive area.
Challenge Academy is down here today, and it really takes a lot of people to make this happen, doesn't it?
Oh my gosh, I am so pleased. The Challenge Academy has been with us every year that we've been doing it. We had requested them to come, and they said they were going to send 14, said, hey, could you use 28? Yes, we can. And so today we have 28 Challenge Academy kids here to support us, and they are doing a wonderful job. They all are girls, which doesn't make any difference to us because they just do a really good job. From the sanding of the wood to punching it to drilling it to dipping it, it's all good.
Yeah, I'm going to walk around in a moment and shoot some video of all the people down there helping you, and people are going to clearly see, really, you touched on it, everybody's kind of got a different job, don't they?
They sure do. And the most important job is the sanding, because we don't want kids to get slivers off the wood. So that's where it all starts. So we've probably got 1,000 pieces of wood that needed to be sanded this morning before it could go forward to be punched for the nails, to be put together as the side rails and the front and back sides to the bed.
One final thought before I go inside and shoot some video. 40 plus beds you hope to make today. Of the 40 plus beds, Gwen, how many at this point are spoken for?
We don't have any spoken for at this point, but like I said, we're ready to go. We have the sheets, we have the pillows, we have the handmade blankets, and we have the beds, thanks to everybody that's here today helping us to organize this event. And I'm real excited that we will have at least 40 beds ready to go. So please, please, if you know of someone that has a child ages 3 to 17, go to shpbeds.org and ask for a bed.
People may be interested now, what type of beds do you make?
They're only single beds. They're twin beds, actually, is what we call them. And we can do bunks also. One day in Sparta, there was a unit that needed some beds because they were sleeping on cots and on the floor and blow-ups and what have you. So we took 15 beds over. We did 7 bunks, and we did 1 straight bed at that place. So it was amazing, and everybody got their own bed to sleep on.
So if you look ahead to 2027, a year from now, all at the same time, you should be down here again. Is that the plan?
I'm hoping that we'll be down here yet this fall. Because
Well, that's
40
right.
beds,
That's
40
right.
beds may go very fast.
That's right, you do it twice a year, don't you?
Yes, yes, we do.
All right, we're going to walk around, and the next thing, people are going to see a lot of different people a part of this, Gwen. And again, thank you for making time, appreciate it. And we'll walk around, show you some video of what's going on down here as they're making beds for sleep in heavenly peace on this cold, windy Saturday in the middle of April. Gwen, thanks again.
Thank you, and I want to thank the Kendall Lions for sending members, the Norwalk Lions for sending members. We have a couple of our other people in town here that have shown up to help us, whether they're Rotary or just general people off the street from churches. Thank you, Greg, for being here.
We're down here at Recreation Park on Saturday in the middle of April. The program Sleep in Heavenly Peace going on right now. They make beds for families that have kids that do not have beds. And we're going to walk around and you'll see everybody's got a different job. That's what you're going to see next. We're just going to kind of wander around and show you everybody with a different job on this Saturday.
Yeah, that's my wife.
How you doing?
Great.
they're kind of wrapping things up down here now. We got down here when they basically are pretty much done with everything, but Challenge Academy had 28 cadets down here, and these are some of the cadets from Challenge Academy that are down here. So thanks to the Challenge Academies, they had 28 young ladies that down here alone helping out. It takes a lot of people to make this happen, so special thanks to Challenge Academy. As you can see many of the young ladies from Challenge Academy right here. You all saw them burn the Sleep in Heavenly Peace on that headboard a moment ago, and then all the headboards come out here, and there's a lot of them out here. A lot more headboards right here, as you see. Sleep in Heavenly Peace burned on them. And again, special thanks to the cadets from the Challenge Academy for coming down here today to help out with Sleep in Heavenly Peace vets. Things are kind of wrapping up down here. All right, the Amundsen brothers, nice enough to talk with us. Now talk about the fact you're making the beds today. Tim, talk about the process when you deliver a bed. How does that work? Do they contact you? Give me a little background on how that comes together.
As best I know, they contact Gwen Nelson, and if I'm not sure it's through the county. But then, we get the assignment, and then we go to whomever's house it is, and we put the beds together for them, including mattresses, pillows, and sheets, and blankets.
Now, do they know you're coming?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Yeah. This is all preset. It's all set up ahead of time.
And I would imagine you've seen a little bit of everything. You could probably tell some great stories, couldn't you?
Oh, boy.
Any favorite stories to share with me?
No.
No?
Other than people are always excited and happy to get the beds.
I think it's amazing in the world we're in. You just assume, well, everybody has a bed, but everybody doesn't have a bed, and you've seen that firsthand, haven't you?
Oh, yeah.
When Gwen asked you guys to start doing this a while back, I would assume it's kind of a no-brainer.
How long have we been doing this?
This is I think our 4th year.
Oh, we've been coming
Five
here.
years?
5 or 6 years.
Yeah.
5 or 6 years we've been cutting the wood, bringing it down here, and then on Saturday assisting wherever people need help. Because some of the people have never done this type of work, sanding wood and putting it together.
Yeah.
And then some of the guys that are coming, they've been doing this every year with us, so they know what to do. They have their favorite stations they want to work at, so they get there. You can trust what they're doing. And then when we're all done, they get stored down at the old Toma Memorial Hospital. And the calls come in to Gwen. Gwen calls us and says, hey, we're going out Thursday. We're putting 4 beds in. We go put 4 beds in. Or 6 or whatever. Some are bunks and some are singles.
28 young ladies from the Challenge Academy today. That was huge, wasn't it?
Yes, it was. Last time it was 14. So it's great when they come in because then things just fly. Then you just move right through. So
It gives us old guys a break.
yeah, that gives us old guys a break.
And it's always nice to teach young people to do things. We've been in the custom woodworking business for our whole lives, so we know about this stuff, but it's always nice to have young people get involved.
Tim, do you ever get like follow-up stories, families you deliver beds to, and they get back to you and tell you what's going on? Any follow-up stories with maybe people you delivered beds to?
No,
Not at all.
no, never.
Dan Kriegel gave me one this morning. Somebody approached him,
Yeah,
because he's now in city council, and they were so appreciative of having a bed.
yeah.
And like he said earlier, those kids see that bed, their eyes are wide open. They get their own pillows, they get their own blankets and quilts, and you name it. It's like Some are bunk beds and some are singles, so brothers that have a good time. I mean, we got, how many brothers? 3 more?
Yeah.
I talked to Gwen earlier, Tim, and she mentioned we're here in April, but you guys are going to do this again come fall, correct?
If we have a need for more beds.
Yeah.
So sometimes we just do a half build of 20 beds, but whatever we need, we're always here.
And when I talked with Gwen earlier, she said at this point, none of the beds are spoken for, but that'll change, right?
Oh, yes. Yeah. 'Cause we had to actually bring up 10 beds from Portage to restock our supply.
All right, gentlemen, as we wrap it up with the Amundsen brothers, a big part of delivering the beds for Sleep in Heavenly Peace. Gentlemen, if you had to throw a number out there, as we wrap it up, how many beds would you say you've delivered in the history of Sleep in Heavenly Peace, if you had to throw a number out there?
Just for this area, about 200 beds.
And obviously not just Toma. So give me, what's the farthest, Tim, you've ever delivered a bed?
Just Sparta, Wilton.
Okay, some local area.
Yeah.
Okay.
Pretty much county-wide.
Hey, Amundsen brothers, I know you guys are very busy. Thanks for being a part of this. It does not go unappreciated. Thanks for making time. I appreciate it.
No
Right,
problem.
thanks.
So as we wrap it up down here, again, there's a look at the Challenge Academy ladies getting their food down here. 28 young ladies from the Challenge Academy came down here today to be a part of this. We want to thank Gwen Nelson for talking with us. We want to thank the Amundsen brothers for talking with us here at Rec Park. So again, on this portion of the update, we're now in here at Recreation Park on the middle of April, Saturday, April 18th. The program called Sleep in Heavenly Peace going on down here. They make beds for families that do not have beds. And this place is emptied out right now. Again, all this Challenge Academy young ladies down there, they were a big part of that today. So it's a great program. They normally do this again in the fall. It's called Sleep in Heavenly Peace. Go on the internet, Google it out. If you need a bed, all the information is there. If you need a bed or you know a family that needs a bed or beds, Sleep in Heavenly Peace. Check it out online. Great program, and we hope you enjoyed it here on the update. As we wrap up the update, we're going to take you back this past Wednesday, April 22nd, while we're at Toma Health. The next thing you're going to see is a check presentation from the Toma Health Community Foundation to Families First of Monroe County. That's what you'll see next as the update continues.
Price, I'm the marketing director at Toma Health. I'm also the ex officio for the Toma Health Community Foundation. Today the foundation is making another impact on not-for-profit organizations that work to enhance health and wellness in Monroe County. And today the foundation is happy to help support Families First of Monroe County. I'm just going to read a short portion of this.
Sure.
But with more than 15% of Monroe County residents living in poverty and struggling to maintain housing, food, and basic necessities, the Toma Health Community Foundation today is looking to help lower those numbers. And with that, we are going to be making, or the foundation will be making a donation to the organization. I'm first going to ask, if you don't mind, for Jeremy Haldeman. Jeremy is the foundation vice president, to talk a little bit about why the foundation is donating the $2,500 today. Jeremy?
The Toma Health Foundation is always about helping the initiatives in Monroe County and in the area and giving back to those who are trying to better the community. And we are very happy and excited to make this donation today to Families First, and so to support their needs and help them make those initiatives and drive those initiatives in our area.
We do want to mention, because Eric's mentioned this before, you're not affiliated with the hospital at all, correct?
That is correct.
Okay.
We are not we are a separate foundation that supports the hospital and the local community.
Great, thank you, Jeremy. And then also today with us from Families First of Monroe County is health worker and case manager Stephanie Aguilar. Stephanie, can you just tell us a little bit about how the money is going to be used by the organization?
So the money is going to be used to help individuals that once we have found housing for them, to be able to help purchase home goods for them and any basic necessities that they'll need for their housing. I did just house somebody yesterday, and they're in need of a hot plate. We don't currently have any that are in our office, so I went out right away and made sure that we got a hot plate for them. A lot of people that are staying in the local motels here in town, they live there long term, and they don't come with stoves or ovens, and now we'll be able to help with purchasing those items so that they get more nutritious meals.
Great, thank you, Stephanie. Just a little background, for over 30 years, Family First of Monroe County has provided some critical services, including case management, utility assistance, and employment enhancement, and as Stephanie said, basic needs, and they've been supporting over 20,000 people over that time span. This year, according to the organization, their funding from the Division of Energy, Housing, and Community Resources has been drastically cut to the tune of about from $30,000 to $15,000. And as you can imagine, that's created a severe gap for helping out those organizations and those persons here in Monroe County. So Foundation is happy to support the organization today with the $2,500 donation. With that, why don't we take a little photo and
Officially give that to you.
All right, Stephanie Aguilar with Families First in Monroe County. We just saw the check presentation a moment ago. We'll talk more about that in a moment. But you guys have been around since 1994, so you've been around for a while, haven't you?
Yep.
Talk about the program. I'm very familiar with for the people, for our viewers looking in, maybe have no clue what we're talking about. Give us a little insight. Who are you for? Who can you help?
So we are for the community. We are no wrong door, so anybody and everybody that needs assistance, we do everything that we can to provide services or to be able to find resources for everybody that comes into our door. We are there to help with utility bills. If you're behind on rent, if you need to get into a place, we can help refer you to get rental assistance. We're kind of that go-to place where if you don't know what to do on something, you just need to walk in our door and be like, hey, I need to find an apartment, or I don't know where to go to get assistance to pay my utility bill. You know, what do I do? And we're going to help you with that. We're going to hold your hand. We're going to walk you through it, and we're going to make sure that you are getting the assistance that you're needing, because not everybody knows how to do everything, right? So it's always a learning thing.
Steph, any criteria to be a part of this? Any criteria?
No.
Nearly 7,000 families in Monroe County you help in a typical year. That's pretty scary.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people, a lot of these families don't have food, they don't have beds, so, well, you must see a lot of everything, don't you?
We do. One of our first weeks that we were on, our executive director that we have now, she was the housing specialist, and she was helping a family that was living out of their truck. It was a mom and dad and 2 kids. They were in their vehicle for about a month. We could only help with just so much. Unfortunately, we don't have the resources for the emergency assistance like really quick, but we are more about sustainability. So we're going to be the ones that are going to help you find an apartment, talk to the landlords, find ways to pay for your security deposit first month's rent. If your utilities are going to get disconnected, we're that person that you can come to be like, hey, I had a bad month and I just need a little bit of help. And we have that a lot, where it doesn't mean that they haven't paid their bills in months or that they're unemployed or that they don't have a house. It's just the fact that they've just gone through a bad time.
You mentioned earlier off the air, there may be a lot of people, there's money out there, but a lot of people may not know there is help out there. How frustrating is that to you?
It's very frustrating. We're all about helping the community and helping people in need, and getting our name out there is huge. Letting people know that we are there, and not only that, but we're the only agency in Tomah. So, our agency is so important because we are community based. So if it wasn't for our community helping us, we wouldn't be where we are today. We were created for that exact need because our community needed it. And the churches came together and created us. So we are I don't know, we are an amazing agency, in my opinion. I'm very excited about our agency, and we do everything we can to help the community. So you come to our office and you say, hey, I need help. It could be the strangest, out-of-the-box kind of thing, and I guarantee you, we can help you.
Steph, for our viewers looking in right now that certainly need help, but they're too proud to come to you, what would you say to them?
Swallow your pride and just make a phone call.
You're located in Toma, aren't you?
We are. 1500 North Superior Avenue, Suite 2.
I've been there, and it's a little difficult to find. I might be honest, but go into detail where you're actually located, Steph.
So we are located just off of Superior, in between CCF Bank and the Marine Recruiting Office.
We do want to mention you have also a new lady that's just part of the very new lady with you guys, right? Talk about that for me.
Well, our executive director, Rachel Musso, she's actually been there longer than I have, but she was originally our housing specialist.
Right.
I would just like to say that if it was not for her, we would not have, our doors would not be open. We were struggling, and she has done everything that she possibly can to keep our doors open, and if it wasn't for her, we wouldn't be able to do what we do today. Our doors would be closed, and we wouldn't be able to help people. We're no wrong door, and if we can't help you, we will find a way to help you. But I just wanted to say, again, how amazing that our new executive director is, and how she has done so much to keep our doors open today.
For the record, I have families that have personally talked to you, friends of mine, and they have told me you guys are tremendous at what you do, so that's for the record.
Wonderful, thank
All
you.
right, check presentation A at Toma Health as we wrap it up with Stephanie Aguilar. Steph, where do you see this money going?
This is going to go to home goods and basic needs for our families. When we house somebody, sometimes they're going to go into a place that it's an efficiency and it doesn't have a stove, or it doesn't have a big enough refrigerator, or it doesn't have pots and pans. You know, we're now going to be able to help with that. We could be but just not as much. So if there's something that you need in regards to your moving into a new place, we'll be able to help now. We'll be able to get toilet paper and paper towels and not rely just on donations anymore. We'll be able to actually go out and get it right then and there and have that option.
Steph, I would imagine your world is a lot like mine, where every day is probably different, isn't it?
It sure is, yeah.
All right, let's sum it up. People need more information. What's the simplest way to get a hold of you if they need info? How do they get a hold of you?
If you need anything, you can either go on our Facebook page or you can just call our agency. We return phone calls within 24 hours. Our number is 1-608-374-4141. Rachel, our fabulous executive director, she will forward the phone call to me, or she will take it herself. And again, if you need assistance, just give us a call.
Steph, I appreciate you sticking around. Nice meeting you. Thank you for your time.
Nice meeting you too. Thank you.
On this portion of the update, we've been out at Toma Health on Wednesday, April 22nd for a check presentation from the Toma Health Community Foundation to Families First in Monroe County. We want to thank Stephanie Aguilar for talking with us. We hope you enjoyed it here on the update.